Boom.
Can I be honest with you though?
Yeah.
I don't know the name of that song.
No way.
That's Back in Black, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
You know what probably gave it away? The fact that I didn't hum. I pow.
You bow, bow, bow.
I've never hummed that song. Whenever like that comes on, I'm like, I hear ch, 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 ch. I'm immediately like, wow, 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 wow.
That was great. That was awesome. Honestly, dude, I have the listening comprehension of a deaf person, and the fact that I got that hum out quick. I mean, that might be the easy, maybe a top 5 easiest song in the entire world to like understand if you were born like any time around ever. But still, like I said, I usually can't hear that stuff. Like I love me some Jordan Sparks, and I didn't hear No Air until you were gasping for it.
Yeah, I feel it. I think I might have gave it away a little bit, but I think whether you want to fuck with AC/DC or not, you know that song.
Yeah.
Whether you know, and you can figure out the name if you just wait for the first lyrics.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck. Yeah,
but
so
here
we're
we are.
Back. What is this, episode
7? 50-50.
Episode 7, full episode. We've done a few shorts.
Yeah, a couple shorties. You had a flashback come up today.
A flashback?
On your phone. You were like, what are you talking about? The thing you sent me on your phone about our 4 years ago?
Oh my God, yeah. I had something come up. We've been doing this for over 4 years now. The first shout out Chef T. He was our first guest. I believe that was 4 years ago. And then that was in the beginning of 2019. I was a guest on what I don't remember what the fuck your
It's either guy talk or talking shit.
Talking shit. Yeah, I was a guest. You were going around making the rounds with different people, and you're like, hey, I think that went pretty well. Do you just want to do this?
Hey, I'm kind of lonely. You just want to like keep me company,
dude? That's exactly what happened. I was living in Indianapolis by myself, and I was like, dude, I would love nothing more than to talk with somebody.
I am lonely.
That's how great podcasts start. People are actually really lonely.
1,000%.
But yeah, so it's been probably 4.5 to 5 years.
Pretty impressive. If we had actually done it for that whole time, we'd probably have at least 80, 90 listeners at this point.
If we'd have been consistent, we'd have had a bunch of listeners in Taiwan.
Buncha. So I think we should only start with the most important headlines first.
Yes.
So a bride's makeup artist caught a groom being breastfed by his mother directly before the wedding ceremony. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't read anymore because I threw up in my mouth.
No, so I saw the headline and I didn't read anymore either. I feel like maybe we could have done a little bit more background, but I'd like to leave it open to what happened.
Yeah,
and
like I want
let's make our assumptions.
Yeah,
let's make our assumptions, and then let's come back with the actual details about the story. Because say you catch your groom sucking his mom's boobs, right before you're about to get married.
Oh yeah. Like, I like some boob sucking, but that ain't the way. And
first of all, she's hearing it from somebody. She didn't see it, right?
Correct. Because it was from the bridal, the makeup artist, the bride's makeup artist saw it happen.
So, on your big day, you could be in such denial that, like, you're so happy, right? That if somebody tells you that, my bet is they still got married.
No,
my
they
bet
did
is
not.
Because this is your guess, or do you know?
May I tell you a few things? Because first off, someone's gonna wonder. I don't know. They might be looking into me, but I just Googled groom sucking mom's boob, so they're gonna think I'm twisted. But let me just tell you right off the bat, I'm seeing like 6 different articles about it, and these are different scenarios. But
oh my God,
here's the most surprising thing. It's an old Indian tradition for the groom to suck his mother's breast one last time before being given away on the wedding.
And he didn't tell his wife or his fiance?
Maybe she was like, "Oh, Edgar's probably sucking boob right now. He'll be coming down the aisle in a bit. Like, it's normal."
Yeah, what if his the makeup artist just didn't know, but everybody else was filled in, and she was like, "Oh my god!"
It's like, would you suck your mom's boob if your friends were doing it?
Dude, everybody's doing it.
I'm so happy you didn't respond.
You used to do it. Everyone did it.
All right, so I'm gonna back out of that Google search before I have
Dude,
to call someone.
I've searched
and talk
way
about
more
it.
weird stuff anyway.
No, but I mean, yeah.
Maybe it's gonna be like card fraud. You know how you don't normally search that type of stuff, but now you did, so it's like somebody's gonna be looking into you. I'm just always looking up weird shit. So if I search that, they'd be like, "Oh, Drake was pretty tame today."
Yeah, you search up like a chicken recipe, they're gonna be like, "All right, something's up."
All right, this dude's fucked up.
Where it's like, yeah, I can't even think of a headline.
However, I have a live feed of what's going on that I kind of want to share. Something that just happened, so this wasn't anything we had talked about really previously. So one of my buddies just hit me up right before we started recording, and he was like, he's like, Ingrid Goes West. All right, if anybody's heard that movie, I know it's got Aubrey Plaza and Elizabeth Olsen in it. And he goes, give it a watch with Sarah. So, okay. I said, well, I'm halfway through it. There's a really cringy part that happens about halfway through, and Sarah and I were like, I need to turn it off. I was like, but I want to finish it. He goes, well, don't tell me anymore. I'm only 20 minutes into it. Dude, why would anybody suggest a movie that they haven't finished? Like, great beginning, dude. Great
and
beginning.
Especially like that's on Hulu, right? And it's like a it was never the most popular movie out there. Like there could be movies where you can make a pretty good inference. Yeah, you can make an inference that like, oh, this movie, like any Adam Sandler movie, you can be like, watch this, like give it a whirl, even if you haven't seen it for whatever reason. I don't know if you can offer up something like that, especially with nowadays, dude. Cringy parts in like movies and stuff like make my toes curl and not in a sexy way. Yeah,
people want to do something that hasn't been done, or even do shit that like crosses a certain line or is kind of real to what actually happens, but then they do it in the movie in such a fucking strange way that there's like a niche group for it. And that's kind of what this is. To where Adam Sandler, it's like, that's like Grown-Ups. I could turn that movie on all the time and not really even have to watch it. Like that's a background movie, but it's a really good movie. This is like an indie flick almost, to where it's like, I gotta finish it before I tell anybody watch it, because then your credibility goes out the window, right? If it's not good. So I'm gonna finish it anyways. But he's 20 minutes in and he said, "Dude, watch this movie." So I'm like, oh, we're gonna have a conversation about how this goes. So I just thought that was funny. Shout out Mark for that. I actually haven't even texted him back since, because it was a little jarring.
Yeah, I wonder. This kid was rattled. I wonder if he saw the cringy scene.
Well, I don't think so. I think it was probably like 40 minutes in.
I'm saying like now.
Oh, now possibly.
Like maybe he could be watching it right now.
I hope so.
You're gonna text and be like, "Yo, did you ever make it to the cringy scene?" But he's gonna be like, "Nah, that movie sucks."
Yeah, he's gonna be like, "Dude, I couldn't go past 20 minutes."
He's like, I can't
as soon as I told you to watch it, it got awful. So I'll keep a live feed.
Yeah, well, you'll have to keep me updated on that. As you guys know, or may or may not know, I live in Massachusetts, and I think Massachusetts people get a pretty bad rep, or a pretty big rep, for being potentially racist, which I don't know why Boston gets that rep, to be honest. Okay. But the other thing is terrible drivers, assholes. And I had my experience. I've had a fair. Okay, let me rewind just a touch. As a young lad, born in Maine, I was an elegant driver, beautiful, if you will. You know, I just let people come in and out. You know, I'm still driving, 5-10 over the speed limit. I'm not Granny Lanny in the panties.
Yeah.
But I was never like having an issue with anyone. And then I moved to Massachusetts, and I started driving my fiance's car. And the more I drove, I started to realize I'm kind of an angry person. So, this is not an incident of me getting angry. Well, I'm not the rager. But I was driving to work the other day, and you know when you're just driving and you're in busy traffic and there's an ambulance behind you and they got their sirens on so everyone moves over to clear the way for the ambulance? So I, saw the ambulance in my rear view, so I was like, all right. So I went to pull off to, halfway off the right side of the road, and this guy behind me just like speeds up and goes to like pass me basically. And I'm like, no. So this is where I guess my rage comes in. I rolled down my window and I caught up to him. At this point, I'm driving on the right side of, like, completely off the road in the shoulder, and I'm just staring at this guy, just flipping him off. I'm like, fuck you, buddy. I'm trying to say, like, you better slam. And meanwhile, like, I'm also not letting him get over for the ambulance at this point. So if
are you
anything were to
blocked?
happen,
Is it blocked? Like the ambulance can't.
No,
get
the
by?
ambulance was able to get through, but he wasn't able to get over for the ambulance. So he kind of looked like a dickhead to the ambulance because he wouldn't move over. But yeah, I was very upset. I just had to get that out.
It almost seems like the fact that he was not doing the right thing pissed you off so bad. Because I've seen you get angry before, but like not about like stuff like that. So it's like,
I'm not an angry person. Like, here's the other thing, I'm really not confrontational, especially like nowadays. So for me to like actually get angry enough where I'm just driving alongside this guy and fuck you, buddy. Like,
it's so ballsy to be confrontational on the road now anyway. There's just so many videos of people just getting out of the car and throwing a brick or having a fucking golf club in their car and smashing a window or pulling a damn gun out to where like I'll like yell at people and I'm like, usually I'll do it when I'm like behind them or something, because like when they're next to me, it's like, dude, you just don't know if someone's gonna follow you home or some bullshit. I think people are fucking whack.
Dude, people are fucked up, especially you.
Yeah.
I think what pissed me off the most about it is that he was so nonchalant about the whole situation. Like, cause I was rattled and I was like yelling at him through the thing, and he was just doing
he was probably
like the little lookovers. He knew he was in the wrong, and he was trying to like, his face was like, I'm sorry, but he was still trying to pass me. Like, he was still trying to go ahead of me.
There's two things here. He probably either is in this situation often and kind of didn't give a fuck and was like, well, nothing's going to happen, I'm just going to go in front of this person. Or he did the thing where you're wrong and you're just like kind of shocked and you're like, I just need to get out of this situation, so I'm going to just keep going forward because I'm kind of freaking out.
That's the other thing, too. I think that's it.
You like cut somebody off or something, and you're like, okay, don't make eye contact with them. You like look over, and they're like fucking steaming. You're like, okay, keep looking forward. I gotta pass them.
That is exactly what he was doing. He was just trying to get out of that situation, and I was just not letting him get out of that situation.
Yeah. Well,
have you seen the movie Chronicle? It's like older.
Yeah.
But it's about all I could think of was just, I wish I could just be like, just sauce his car up the side of the road.
See ya. I love it. Well, so speaking of Mass, the 2022 reports just came out for the best and the worst roads, like by state. And I was kind of surprised because, you drive around Ohio and a lot of these Midwestern states and stuff, and the roads are just ass. But apparently Ohio is not in the bottom 10 or in the top 10, so I guess I'm okay with that. However, Massachusetts was ranked 7th worst.
That doesn't surprise me.
Did you notice a difference between here and Ohio?
Yes.
Or between there and Ohio?
Yeah. So here, the problem with it here is, so to get through Boston, there's basically one tunnel, and it goes right under the city. And you can exit off in different places in the tunnel to get into certain places throughout the city. But that is like the main transportation to get, up north and south of the city. So I think there's less roads in Mass and Boston specifically where they just get driven on, beaten so much that they just get fucked up. But having said that, Ohio roads, I feel like they got less care. I feel like Massachusetts has seventh worst roads, and they repair them like multiple times.
That was part of it. It was like the amount of money that's put into it, and then the percentage of roads and the percentage of bad and good roads. It was like the quantities were so much more in Massachusetts. But
do you know what number one was off the top of your head?
I don't know, but surprisingly, Alabama was like number 2 best.
Well, they don't have dental. I'm sure they don't have road stuff.
I don't know, but I was like kind of surprised because I go on vacation like North Carolina a lot, and that was like comparative to Ohio.
Yeah,
weird.
Yeah, there's nothing worse than just hitting pothole after pothole after pothole.
Especially when you're with your lady, and it's like, hey, avoid that pothole. They get closer. It's like, hey, potholes coming up.
Then
avoid the
they'll be
pothole,
looking
and
at
they
the road.
fucking hit the pothole.
They'll be looking at the road the whole time too when you're driving, being like, "Don't hit that," and they'll look away for 1 second, and you get into one of those situations
because you're getting scared.
You hit like a tiny one.
Oh, and I'm like, you just don't pay attention when you do it, and it's a big deal if I ever do. I've never hit a pothole though.
Yeah, I hit a couple.
So I did see this best way to improve streets. A guy across the pond in Manchester. What he decided to do was to get attention on potholes throughout the city. He would spray paint a penis around the pothole. And so I sent you over a picture, and we can actually probably share this tweet because it's fucking hysterical. Because he started doing this all around the city. You know the artist Banksy?
Yeah.
They started calling him Wanksy.
Oh my god, I'm looking at this right now. For the people. See that just penis? Just very... It's even coming, too. You didn't mention that it was an ejaculating penis.
It's coming and forming Wanksy. It came Wanksy.
At least we know which way south is because of the direction of the cum.
Does it always go south?
Gravity. Oh yeah, true. That's not south. That's just down. Whoops.
You just confused south for down.
To be fair, it's like kind of the same.
North, and away.
God damn it.
Oh my god.
That's good.
Well, your kids fucked.
Yeah. For multiple reasons.
Oh yeah.
So you came up with a really good idea. We weren't originally planning on doing this before the episode, but you texted today and you were like, hey, if you were starring in a movie, what type of movie would it be? And what would the intro song and outro song be? And that got me thinking. I mean, I don't think much, and that got me thinking.
So I didn't think as much as I should have on this. However, I had an internship back in 2016, and it was like a fun little thing. They had us do that, just write down a piece of paper, and I don't even know if we shared it to each other, but it was like a whole shit ton of questions. And I remember the intro song really stuck out to me. It asked me, if you were in a movie, what would your intro song be? And that was, and I told you this earlier, that was right after like around when Get Out came out. And so I had known the song Redbone, and I liked it. And then just the whole setting, the vibe, everything kind of came together, and they played Redbone. And I was like, ooh, moving my shoulders and shit. Like, I was like, I already like this movie. So it's like, depending on how the vibes of the movie are, it can make you like invested in a movie and shit. And also the end of a movie too, because when I saw Black Panther for the first time and they played all the stars right at the end, I was like, tell me what you gonna do to me. And I loved it.
And that's when I got escorted out of the movie.
Yeah, my pants, I had to put my pants back on and walk out.
Yeah.
Sir, put your pants on and get out of Black Panther.
Yeah.
You've been here all day. So anyway, that's where this idea came from. We're gonna kind of talk about what type of movies we think we would star in. We've already kind of picked what actors we think would play each other and ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
So that played a role in mine because I thought it was pretty accurate. However, we agreed on one or so for you, and then we had a bunch of different ones. So do you want to do the honors?
Yeah, I will. So my favorite type of movie to watch right now is the ones that fuck your mind, like the mystery ones where you're thinking you know what's going to happen and you just really don't know what's going to happen the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
So I would be starring in, that would be kind of my genre of the movie. And, you know, I didn't know how far Drake wanted me to take this thing. So I wrote down a few
pretty
notes.
High level. Okay, he's writing a script. I was talking pretty high level, but let's hear it. The more the better.
All right, so normal guy, living normal life. One day, something happens, and I develop the ability to walk through walls. So, don't laugh. It's not a comedy.
Okay.
Well, dude, no one's going to take my movie seriously now. Yeah, shut up. All right, so you can walk through walls. So, you know, the first thing I start doing is I'm playing around with it a little bit. You know, I realize I can do it. I'm just kind of going into clothes stores, pretty innocent stuff. But eventually I going through bank safes. Like I'm doing some bad shit. I'm stealing money. I'm walking through walls.
You can make the tangible stuff that you are holding go through the wall too.
Yeah, at least my clothes too. I don't come out naked. So okay, I'm starting to abuse this superpower I have. So eventually I do something really bad to the point where, you know, people are looking down on me. So I walk through this wall and all of a sudden I'm in like a new world and it's basically like hell. Like it's not good. Like shit is hitting the fan. And so, I mean, I'm panicking. I'm trying to walk back through that wall. Like, you know, it's clear I'm a bad person, and that's why I'm just stuck into this alternate reality. So I go through my trials and tribulations of figuring out, you know, what I was doing wrong as a person and improve on myself. And finally, I make it to this end point, and there's the last wall. And I walk through that wall, and I return back to my normal life with a new appreciation for everything. And wait. My intro song is Headlines by Drake. And it's me getting out of bed in the morning when I'm just a normal guy. So it's like, I might be too strung out on compliments, overdose on confidence. Yep. So living that life. And then when I'm just kind of a new person at the end and just going out happy, I have, ironically, you said All the Stars. It's on the same album. I did The Ways.
Yeah.
How girl, I really want to know your ways. That song makes me so happy.
It's like a song. It's like you got it all figured out at the end. And that's kind of like what you want to hear at the end of a movie. It's like, I got it all figured out. So what it kind of...
Can I make one more comment?
Yeah, dude, it's your time.
I didn't laugh one time while I wrote this script. I want everyone to know this is legit.
The only reason I laughed is because I assumed when you walked through the wall you'd be able to have your clothes on. I was talking about the money you took from the bank, and you said, "Yeah." You said, "No, I wouldn't be naked." and then you started laughing, so you're really dancing around the beginning of the plot with.
I know, because I was trying. I didn't want it to be that way.
Yeah. Well, so what I was thinking is your mystery was going to be you try to walk through a wall and your luck just ran out and you got stuck in the middle of the wall and died and you were actually in hell.
Or like you can only walk through walls and eventually I try to run through one and I just
break everything.
So that
sounds like a nightmare.
I should have titled it. I'm calling it Wall to Wall.
Well, in that case, throwing some Chris Brown. Completely different meaning, though. There's bitches everywhere.
Oh, yeah. But anyway, that's my movie.
So, Hunter did his homework. I sprouted the idea, and apparently he was absolutely prepared because I didn't come up with the plot. So, who knows? Maybe I'll post a 2-minute video in a couple of days with an actual plot to my movie. No, it's funny. It's funny because I feel like the kid that's going up for his presentation in class, and you're like, well, maybe that's why I should always volunteer to go first, so I don't have to follow somebody that actually did it well.
Were you
Um,
ever were you ever scared in class presentations, especially in high school or college, that you wouldn't get a random boner?
no,
Yeah, me either.
however, I was worried because I already had the boner.
You
I
were just
would
hoping that tape was gonna hold.
I was typically too like in when I'm talking about something I know, or like when we were, in college, or I'm at work talking about something that I really am confident about, I am not nervous at all. But when I have to go do a presentation about something that I just put together last night in front of people, I'm nervous as shit. So, remember in high school, and
Yeah.
not as much now. It's probably because, I'm getting older and I need to take Nugenics, um, man booster pills. But uh high school was random bonies all the time, and
All
so
the time.
9:30 on the dot. If I had to get up for a presentation, then the tuck's not even helping at this point. Hopefully, I have on a baggy sweatshirt
No, I used to never wear jeans in high school, so I wouldn't get all itchy. Not itchy, all cut up.
from tucking
I
it.
also didn't wear underwear. No, only half of those things are true. I'll let you figure out which is which.
Keep
But
assuming. Don't Google it. So just I'll go quickly.
yeah, let me
My
hear.
my I keep picturing myself as a type of actor. I could be silly, but I think like as I've gotten older, you kind of prioritize and you get more serious. I see myself in the same type of roles, probably as like Paul Rudd or you
Jason
mentioned Jason
Bateman.
Bateman, and so if you see like Horrible Bosses or Office Christmas Party or even like Ozark, so I could see myself either being in a like a comedy, but not being the crazy, like loud, funny one, but being like the sarcastic kind of asshole that's also funny. But then, because that translates right over to Ozark,
Yeah,
like if that was like a type of movie,
he's able to just do
um,
it. Oh no,
because
Drake, you're
he
frozen on
could
me.
he could be very serious and he in a
All
like
right,
super
everyone.
smart way,
Drake's
but
currently
then he's
frozen.
also like funny
So
while he's trying to he's like funny and condescending
we're gonna
while
let
he's
him
like
figure
trying to
this one
be
out.
like smart and shit. So mine would probably be something like that.
I'm
And
gonna
I
text
just got
Drake
the
here.
Ozark
Audience,
feel,
you can stay with
and
me.
my opening would probably be
So Drake just left, and he's gonna be joining again shortly. Um, wow, now I'm nervous. You guys are just here with just me. Ooh. All right, I thought he'd be back by now, so we're just gonna keep on wait until Drake joins. Um, let's see what this man's gonna do. Yeah, so it's just me right now. Well, if Drake doesn't join shortly, I'm gonna have to let you guys go. We were doing a. Oh, Drake's internet went out. Yeah, you guys are just dealing with this situation with me live right now. So, Drake and I were going to rank the top animals. I'm never going to know what Drake's movie was about. He was saying that Horrible Bosses, he's got that Jason Bateman role. He said Horrible Bosses. I'm going to say right now, I'm pretty sure he's actually Charlie Day. For anyone that knows Drake, he would be Charlie Day in Horrible Bosses. And, yeah. Oh, good. He's texting me, might be fucked. Gonna keep trying. Do you want me to end it with or without saying my top animals? Oh, Drake said, give me 30 seconds. We might have him back. audience, I hope you've skipped through most of this time that we've had where it's just you and me. Because trust me, this is a situation that neither of us wants. Oh my god, he's back. Dude, come on. Where is he?
What the F and F?
Yes!
Dude.
I just stalled for so long. I just started talking about things. We're still recording, so
okay.
You're just back.
Where did I stop? Because it probably wasn't important anyway.
So you were just talking about how like you played that like Jason Bateman role, but I want to hear what your actual movie genre would be, and then like the intro and outro song.
So I would say for the most part, I think it would be more of like a thriller because that's like it leaves room for comedy in there, almost like Ozark. You know, it's that because that show it's a lot of being serious, but like almost every line with Jason Bateman, whether he's talking to Ruth or making a serious deal, he's like saying some stupid, funny, condescending, fucked up comment. And yeah. I would love to do some shit like that. So it would pretty much it would be like a thriller almost.
Yeah.
But like a lot of
with lighthearted moments.
Yeah, 100%. So basically I would get it started with something something light in the beginning. I'm thinking maybe like a Blind Melon, No Rain.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that could also be something where you're just really getting hard.
Yeah. And I don't want to do a complete 360 because I have a lot of like random kind of crazy good ending songs, but you know, whatever the thriller is, whoever can die in the movie except for me probably, unless I did something really amazing. But it would, you know, at the end of the thriller it all turns out right and fine.
Yep.
I'd probably do something like Brandy by Looking Glass. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, that's like a nice chill song. It's like nice and chill, and at the end of a thriller you like to have something not too like chill, but something it's like kind of almost weird to have something a little upbeat after a lot of crazy shit happen. It's like
but it's gotta be a little something.
Yeah,
a little cringe, little taste.
Yeah, so there we go. Hunter did a banging job of stalling for me. Now
don't say that before you listen to it.
Yeah, we'll see. And that's going to be the only clips we put out this week. Now, since that took a little bit, we'll jump to our draft. Last week, I thought Hunter had me. He thought he had me. I don't know how it happened. I didn't look at the final tallies of who did what, but I am 5-0 now.
You were 5-0.
He did not
just
win.
Terrible. And I feel like a winner sometimes, but not lately.
Well, your winners in someone's book, just not 50-50s.
I was going to say just not the majority of the audience or you or anybody.
Yeah. Well, so
what are we drafting this week?
This week we're going to draft animals. I think we've, in our history, kind of talked about our love for animals, wild animals. I mean, I guess you could draft a domesticated animal if you want. We already did dogs, so I think it's well noted our love for animals. So we're going to get popping.
Yeah, let's let that list sing.
We didn't, as far as I know, we didn't come up with another challenge like we said we were going to do. So we definitely need to get going on that at some point. I know you said you want to earn it, but if you want the first pick, you can have it.
No, you can have the first pick.
Wow.
Let's do this thing.
Okay. Wow. That's honestly really nerve-wracking. I was kind of hoping you were going to take it.
Nope. I want you to take the first pick and set the stage. Let's do this thing.
So, ton of mofos out there.
Ton of them.
There's this could be potentially out of left field, but I want to get it out of the way. I know we're both fans of big cats. My favorite big cat, and it's kind of stupid because it was my stupid ass high school mascot, but I think they're the fucking coolest, is a Black Panther.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay. That's not even the big cat I thought you were going to take, but I assumed one of us would take a big cat, number 1 overall. Yeah, I am going to take a big cat later. I I could do a draft of just big cats. That's the issue. But I'm just gonna
You don't
try
want
and
just
skip over
that though.
for now.
Yeah, you don't want just big cats.
For my first overall pick, I'm going with a blue whale.
Okay.
Until I see one, I think that's the day I'll actually be able to gasp fully. But like, I don't think people understand how big they are. I know they show you and you see videos, but like, I think if people saw one in person, if they were on a boat and realized there was a whale that was like twice as big as their boat, I mean, that's crazy. I'm just gonna go power animal of the world.
People are ballsy that like whale watch not on land, like that are like in
people
boats,
get swallowed, dude.
Yeah, people will get fucking swallowed and like smacked around, and like the whales don't even notice, like it don't even affect them. So,
not at all. So, yep.
Them things are big. Rory's really into watching Finding Nemo and stuff right now, so I've been learning how to speak whale. Thank you. Number 2, I'm just gonna go with a big old grizzly bear.
Yeah, bears are awesome.
I think it's really relevant right now with Cocaine Bear out too.
Cocaine Bear, true.
Apparently that movie's pretty, like, because it's like makes fun of itself, like it doesn't take itself seriously, so it's not like, oh my gosh, like there's a scary bear out there that's on coke, everybody hide. It's like a funny type of thing.
Yeah.
So like I'm kind of looking forward to seeing it, but grizzlies, people don't understand how big grizzlies are. And you went to my bachelor party, there was like fucking dead grizzlies all over the place. Not dead. Yeah, well, they were stuffed, whatever it is. Yeah, and those things are massive.
Oh, after we were done, they were stuffed. Number 2. Oh, there's so many cool animals. I'm gonna go the silverback gorilla.
That's a good pick.
Number 2. Yeah. I saw they can bench over 4,500 pounds. So I'm just low key. I'm kind of curious to know how far a silverback gorilla could throw me, like straight up, because it could just grab me and like in one motion just literally huck me.
I know it wouldn't be too hard probably, but did they let it bench, like actual bench press? Or was it like some sort of measurement?
I would hope it's some sort of measurement. I don't think they had this ape just racked up, dude.
I think they could have. I think they could have let it out and he was just like lifting it and shit. It's possible. That's a good number 2. I'm gonna go a completely different route here. I think I'm gonna get real cute with it. I'm gonna go with sea otters.
That's gonna be such a fan pick that gets you some votes.
Stupid. I was thinking of it before, and I was like, people want to hold otters' hands. Like they're so cute. You ever see them? They float on their backs and they hold hands.
Yeah,
so they don't lose each other.
Guys.
Super cute. Sea otters.
Yep. Okay. My number 3. I'm gonna go with something that would absolutely wreck a sea otter. I'm going with the Komodo dragon. The closest thing I would say to an actual dragon. They're massive. They're extremely vicious. I love how it's like the Galapagos or wherever is where they all are. And they say if you see one, go the other way.
Dude, yeah, they're completely insane. Like their bites, as they bite, they're venomous, and they deteriorate whatever they bite. So it's like he's like, well, even if I don't hold on to you, I'll just follow the trail of blood and
they fight each other. They fight each other and just kill each other all the time.
Dude, they're kind
of like humans.
Yeah, fair. They're dinosaurs. With my 4th pick, I think this has probably always been like one of my favorite animals, and at one point it was definitely my favorite. But just like a wolf, a wild, like whether it's gray wolf, anything, they're just.
Yeah. I knew you had that on your list.
Yeah.
I had that on mine, but I let you have that one. I know you're a big wolf guy.
Hey man, that's really nice of you. I had it as my background for a while until I had a baby.
I'm gonna go same kind of terrain. I'm gonna go with the lynx / bobcat for my 4th pick. Those
Okay.
things are stone cold killers. The lynx, I love the little tips off the ears, and they just
Yeah.
walk like the way they walk is like nothing will fuck with me, and if I want to, I will tear you up. They're kind of like a honey badger in like the Arctic.
Dude, yeah, 100%, dude. Honey badgers, they don't give a shit.
No.
Um, what's it called? I think my aunt that lives down in Texas, I think she got in her car one time, and there was a bobcat in her car.
What?
It was either in her car or it was like under her car, so she was fine. So I think I could be fabricating this, but I swear to God, this happened.
That's gonna be next pod. Look it up.
Yeah, I'll fact check. I'll fact check.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
So
in last one
for my last pick, I'm not gonna go cute again because I got the cutest thing. I'm gonna let you pick your. I'm gonna let you pick your big boy, your big cat. And I'm just gonna go with an elephant.
Oh yeah, elephants are sick.
I like
huge.
to try
They're
to.
smart.
Oh yeah, dude,
they have good
they're
hearts
so smart.
too.
People don't understand. I saw a video of one just running through like water. That was like relatively high on it too, and it was like the water wasn't there after somebody, and it saved somebody. Somebody was like drowning, and it ran after him and stopped him and put him back on land.
Yeah,
I was like, wow, I thought that person was gonna die. But yeah,
awesome.
I like. If I know where you're going with this, I think it was probably a good idea for both of us to keep it to one big cat.
Yeah, honestly, I think I'm gonna actually push my big cat to my honorable mention.
All right, love it.
Yeah. I'm just kind of feeling a little giggly. So I was stuck between two animals on this last pick, and I think I'm just gonna go with. I gotta go with my OG pick. I got an ostrich.
Okay.
The flightless bird. I kind of look like one, which is cool. Same size legs and neck.
I can see that.
But they run so fast. I wanted a kicking animal. I don't know why I'm a big kicker right now. But
kangaroo.
Ostrich. Well, that's the thing. I was picking between ostrich and a kangaroo.
Yeah.
And I think ostriches are dope because they just run really cool. And I like how they shove their head in the ground when they don't want to talk to anybody.
They could put their beaks through our heads.
Oh yeah.
They run. I think they get up to 27 or 37 miles an hour. One of those two.
No, Drake's internet just went again. Oh my God. I'm going to end the session for everyone. Bye guys. Technical difficulty.